Here, Sir Keir Starmer is criticising Nigel Farage's leadership after a Reform Party campaigner used a racial slur against Prime Minister Rishi Sunak. The canvasser has called himself a total fool and said he has learned his lesson. Rishi Sunak said he would call out blatant racism, while Nigel Farage denounced the expose as a political setup. Our political correspondent, Serena Barker-Singh, joins us now. Serena, a bit of a change of approach to this from Nigel Farage from his initial reaction.
Yes, slightly. Now he seems to be pivoting to say that it was a paid actor, which, of course, Channel 4 News has strenuously denied, and so has the man who actually made those comments. But for both parties today, they were hoping to pivot to speaking about the armed forces, having a remarkably similar day, in fact, making their pitch to veterans. Though it has been this Reform UK news that has cut through, has become the focus because of those comments that came to light from Channel 4 News, their undercover investigation. Now, Rishi Sunak has condemned those strenuously. He said it hurts and it makes him angry, not least because some of those comments were directly made about him. And today, a former Labour leader, Neil Kinnock, has come out to say he wants Labour to condemn the comments much more strongly than they have done. He says he warned the party not to ignore the nationalist threat he says he saw from Reform UK, and that it was Labour's duty to be much more bold on this. So this is something I asked the current Labour leader, Sir Keir Starmer, about today. I asked him what it is about Reform UK that attracts so many to the party. This is what he said.
It's no good Nigel Farage, after the event, saying that he doesn't agree with certain comments. You set the culture, you set the tone. That's what leadership is about, and that's why I set about changing the Labour Party 4.5 years ago. And that took an act of leadership, steely determination, so that we could ensure the Labour Party going into this election is a changed Labour Party, putting forward, a manifesto for the future of our country.
I just think if he's distanced himself from the comments, Nigel Farage, he's dismissed people from his party. What else can he do to stamp out all of these candidates every day coming out saying unpleasant things?
He's not a spectator. He's the leader. And leaders have to set the tone, set the standards and take the action so that people know in advance what is acceptable and what's not acceptable.
So Keir Starmer saying it's about leadership there. I would say that the Conservatives, Labour and Reform UK have condemned the comments. But this isn't one incident, and it's not isolated to one party either. It was only earlier this year that a Tory donor, Frank Hester's comments came to light. So many people will be wondering now to what extent unsavoury views like this are tolerated in politics generally, and what are the obligations on all parties to stamp this kind of rhetoric out of the political debate completely.